Hi, this is a recorded lecture for the IB DP Design Technology Topic A3.1.2, and we're looking at composites. We need to know that materials are often classified according to their source and origin. We must be able to discuss frame, shell, and solid and combinations of these in structures and how they're used in products. And we need to understand that materials are classified as natural and human-made. And today we're going to focus on composites. It's a great video that explains composites. I think you should watch it. A composite material is a material comprised of two or more materials to improve their physical, mechanical, and chemical properties or aesthetic characteristics. So these are a couple of examples. These are a couple of videos that show some composite materials. This is fiberglass, which is a composite of fiberglass and epoxy resin, and this is concrete, which is a composite that is made of cement, sand, aggregate, and water. Big picture, new technologies are allowing the creation of new materials developed for specific properties and specific uses. Composites are replacing traditional materials, for example, reinforced concrete, using concrete and steel reinforcements. Custom shapes and products can be quickly manufactured and materials can be quickly and effectively joined together. So, for example, carbon fiber is a composite material with a wide range of uses in aerospace due to its high strength and low weight and ability to be shaped into lots of different things. Composites may have disadvantages, such as being expensive and energy intensive to manufacture, and they may also use toxic materials to make and have non-recyclable and toxic byproducts. Composites can be fibers, sheets, or particles that are reinforced in a matrix, which is a glue. They can also be fibers, sheets, and particles made of textiles, glasses, wood, and carbon. The matrix can be made from thermoplastics, thermal setting plastics, concrete, rock, ceramics, metal, etc. It can be made using weaving, molding, pultrusion, or lamination. So one of the first composites that you should definitely know is concrete, and concrete is a mixture of water, Portland cement, and aggregates, which is, for instance, sand and gravel. And you can see that this is basically the mix of cement and concrete. And concrete's used in a lot of different products, and it's a composite material. There's a video here that you can watch about concrete. Plywood is another composite, and it is a laminate composite made of plies or sheets of thin pieces of wood that are glued together so that their grains are alternating, which gives that omnidirectional strength. So you can see that here. This is laminated veneer lumber. You can see the different plies, and you can see that they're glued together. And they're glued together in such a way that the grains alternate. There's also particle board. Particle board is made of small pieces of wood that is glued together in a matrix. Fiberglass is strands of glass formed into a mat and then covered in resin. Usually this is a polymer or a thermal set plastic, and usually it's epoxy. Kevlar is a synthetic fiber that is covered in resin. You can see Kevlar here. They use it in things like bulletproof vests. Very, very strong and difficult to rip. They also use it in canoes. This is a Kevlar canoe. This is a video about Kevlar. Please watch it. Carbon reinforced plastic, so carbon fibers formed into a mat. You can see the image here, and then covered in resin. So again, you're using an epoxy resin, and that'll give the stiffness that the carbon fiber does not have when it's in its sheet form. And you can mold this around different molds. This is how carbon fiber is used. Now, how do these apply to frame structures? So you can see here that this bookshelf is made of plywood and it's a frame structure. So this is the kind of area that you're going to find composites being used in a frame structure. Shell structures, I think, are probably what you most see composites being used as. So for instance, you have this Kevlar canoe. So this is a Kevlar canoe. It's lightweight because Kevlar is very lightweight, but it's got a very high strength to weight ratio, which is a very good thing when you are carrying a canoe. This is a carbon fiber bike frame, and so this is one piece that's molded in carbon fiber. So you can see that rather than being several pieces, it has one piece. Solid structures, if you think of concrete bullards, this is a bullard. It's basically a big block of concrete that stops people from driving where they shouldn't be driving. So this is called a bullard, and that's of course a composite because it's made out of concrete. So what are the advantages and disadvantages of using composites? Well, some advantages is this high performance and low mass. It has good strength to weight ratio, and that's something that you should definitely know for composites. The laminate ply pattern can be tailored to have omnidirectional mechanical specifications, so you can have strength in all directions. For instance, with plywood, by alternating the grain pattern, you can have omnidirectional mechanical properties. Complex parts can be molded. The part count can be reduced. For instance, with that bicycle frame, it goes from being several parts to being just one part. It can be low cost and it's resistant to corrosion. Some disadvantages of composites is that they can be more brittle than non-composites. They're not easily repaired. So for instance, if you damage a carbon fiber bicycle frame, you basically cannot repair it. So this goes down to right here where if one part breaks, the whole thing may need to be thrown out. So essentially, if you've damaged your carbon fiber bicycle, it's garbage. It does not have the aesthetic qualities of non-composites, so people may not enjoy the aesthetics of it. One other disadvantage of composites is that they are not easy to recycle because the materials may be difficult to separate. So for instance, if you have concrete that's reinforced with rebar, iron or steel rebar, it might be difficult to get the iron or steel out of the concrete. All right, thank you for watching.